So that's the only way I could think to get my own story told is for me to tell it.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Nichelle here with Hidden Jewels Magazine during COVID-19. Let's get to it.
I'm Jeffery Coprich, aka JuJu, and you tuning in with Hidden Jewels Magazine.
So who is JuJu? What does JuJu consist of? Yes.
Well, I will start off, I'm a community activist. You know, being that I'm a part of the Los Angeles Police Department. I also have a foundation named Unsung Heroes Leadership Foundation where we honor various individuals who's getting ready to go to college, community activists, could be actors, musicians, the whole nine. And I've been doing that for about 10 years now. It's a great thing that I do for the community where I'm able to put young individuals from our community in tuxedos, black tie affair, get them on the red carpet and do interviews like this one. And then also a new artist coming out, go by the name Ju7Ju. And, retired athlete, played football all my life. After I medically retired, joined the force. So that's just a little bit about myself.
Now, what got you started with Unsung Heroes? What motivated you to begin that?
Well, coming out of high school, I was considered one of the top football players coming out. And I was receiving a lot of accolades, but it also was individuals that was just as good as me, if not better, that wasn't really receiving too much shine. So I thought about myself. My dad was already doing an award show where he honored actors and actresses, and that was already big. So I'm like, I want to spin off and do my own thing where I'm honoring athletes, kind of like a little bit kind of like the ESPYs, but mine more directed on the community and people that we see more often. So my first year coming out of high school, I decided to start honoring my peers, the people who I was playing against, people who I grew up with, that was on their way to college just like me. So it started off in the church, and then after that it kind of like took off. Now we were in big venues and having a true red carpet. It's a great event, Unfortunately, this year, because of the epidemic with the virus, we had to cancel the show. Mm-hmm. But we're looking forward to the next one.
Yes, because I was definitely looking forward to, getting in my nice dress and my heels and walking on the red carpet.
I already know he's going to be on the red carpet fly. I'm already knowing. I was upset, that we had to cancel, but I also was just worried about just making sure everybody was safe. I didn't want anybody getting sick in it. It's some massive spread. Because, everybody at first, I don't really believe it, and I don't know if it's real. Yeah, it's real. People start getting knocked down, and,
Definitely.
It's like, it's just better that we kind of pause to it, yeah.
Definitely. So go ahead and talk a little bit about your music journey. You said you go by Ju7Ju. What does the 7 in the middle stand for?
The 7 in the middle stands for my sister. Mm-hmm. She passed away back in '93. We were in a bad car accident, and she was 7, I was 3, and my cousin, who also passed, she was 2. And 7 is my favorite number. It's also the name of my brand, Zevin.
Yeah.
And but the 7 stands for my sister, like. So obviously my name is JuJu, but I wanted to put the 7 in between. So some people may just call me JuJu, or some people may go by my artist name and Ju7Ju. Individuals may not really know me. They're not gonna really know what that 7 stands for, but that is for my sister.
That's beautiful.
And it's a lucky number.
Yep. You're carrying her with you. That's dope.
Always.
Go ahead and speak on your football career, since you played your whole life.
Football, I would say football saved my life.
Really?
Growing up in the community that I grew up in, where you were able to just get into any and everything. Football really saved me in a way where I was more focused on going to college and going to the NFL than being out in the streets, hanging out with my friends. Most of the time I was grinding and trying to better myself.
Definitely.
So it truly saved me to where you surrounding yourself with people who has the same dreams and aspirations as you, and you constantly on the up and up and trying to be better than the next person and outshine the next person. Is true athlete mentality. It's a grind. You battling for the spot always.
Definitely.
And my thing growing up was I wanted to get a scholarship to play for any college who would offer me. So I was blessed enough to get various offers from different colleges in the Pac-12, and I chose to go to Cal Berkeley, where I graduated.
Yes.
In law, and I did it in 3.5 years, which was not common. Then I did my grad year in East Carolina, where I also played, and after that, I also did 1 year at a school, Dixie State, where I had to just like get back right. I went through some things I had to get back right. So, and then after that, I declared, got an opportunity to work out with a few NFL teams. But I ended up finding out that I had a micro tear in my ACL. So that kind of that was just a big hit. That was a big hit in my life. Because here I am basically getting ready to get picked up.
Exactly.
And then it's like, damn, you get in that moment, it's like, why, God? I did all of this. Now I'm about to go grind and, join the rest of my brothers that's, in the league. And then my door gets shut, but hey, that hit me pretty hard. Shit, you talking about depression? Boy was in the room
yeah.
I ain't doing nothing. I don't want to talk to nobody, and just leave me alone type.
Yeah, it took a toll on you because it's like everything that you worked so hard for. It was like, okay, what was the point?
Yeah, for real. It messed me up, and I wasn't the only one that was going through it. The NFL process is tricky.
Yeah,
it's tricky business, and you got a small window. If you not considered a draft pick, or our first round draft pick at that, it's a real tricky business, and if they want you, they'll come get you. But it's a small window. If you have any type of injury or whatever, it's a very, 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 very small window for you to still get your foot in the door. There was other leagues that, reached out to. I was so set on being in the NFL. It was like, well, if I'm not going to be in the league, I don't even want to play. I don't even want to play. That ain't my dream. My dream was to,
be an NFL. Yeah.
I'm like, whatever, it was rough.
It was hard.
It was rough.
I can agree.
Real hard.
I can agree. I got accepted to pretty much all of the Cal States because I was a great student. I made sure I got good grades. I made sure I passed. I just did wonderful in school. So when it came time to, apply for financial aid for the schools, I was denied for everyone because apparently my mother made too much. So at that point, it was just like, okay, well, I'm not going to college. I'm not going to university because I'm not going to be one of those people who has to pay off debt for the rest of their lives just to get an education.
Right.
I broke down crying, thought my future was over, and it was just like, I was just completely over it, completely.
Look at you now.
Look at me now. No, seriously.
You feel me?
It just takes a different mentality to continue to push through.
Facts. It's facts. Yeah. And during this whole process, I was blessed enough to have great family, in my corner. And my aunt, Teresa Jennings, she was like, okay, all right, look, whenever you're figuring it out right now, you're trying to get back on your feet, and come work with me at T. Jennings Bail Bond. So for basically a year, I was working at the bail bonds, and I already had some type of knowledge of law because that's what I majored in. I got my degree in at Berkeley in law. So I'm like, okay, like this is something, you know, I like dressing up, you know, I like looking fly every day. You know, I'm able to go in there suited and booted, and also during this time, my auntie like was just pressing me, like, look, you need to get into law school. So I was studying to get into law school.
Definitely.
And I took the test, did all right on the test, but in the back of my mind, it's like, do I really want to become a lawyer? I don't know if I want to become a lawyer. Like, I don't think I want that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I also have family on the force who told me, you know, people who are athletes usually join the force. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like we're used to having like
a team behind you,
a team, and like a set regiment that we have to follow, and it's just like this is how we're built. So it's like, with me not doing it, I kind of felt like empty.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and apply and see how it go. By no means did I ever think I was gonna become a cop.
How strong did your faith have to be and your mental to, you know, go on all of those journeys that you faced, those ups and downs? How strong had your faith have to be?
Real strong. You know, it was times where, which I think many people go through, many athletes go through, to where you just in your room and it's just you and God, and you just having them talks, and you know, and I mean, you had to go through it to really like understand, where it's just like you really in there talking to God, and there's been times where I broke down. I'm on my knees praying, crying, like I don't know what to do. But that's just like the talks that you have with the Lord. And fortunate enough, my prayers was granted, and I was provided another opportunity to have another career, because that's what it was. Like, I just need another career, just be able to just God, please put me back on my feet to where I could just provide for my family and my future family. And He did it. So,
He's going to answer if you're willing to put that work in. But you have to do the work. You got to do the work, and you got to stay grounded. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's facts.
How has this experience changed or shaped you, being an author?
I would say, like, going through what I've been through in my life, just in general, it's shaped me as a good man. I'm definitely mentally strong, stable, and I know when I go through something, I know there's always a positive end to it. Yes. So that's it. Mentally, I'm a lot stronger. Just besides going through stuff in sports, because being an athlete, you go through a lot of everything, whether it's with your coaches or whether it's with your peers, your surroundings. You adapting to certain areas. You go through a lot. So besides that, just mentally, I've grown as a person, and I'm able to help others who may be going through something like I went through, or just guide them in a way, and like kind of shield them, like you might want to, just how our parents might do, and our aunties and uncles, our older cousins who've been through some areas, like, do it like this. I've already done that, and it went that route. Do it like that.
To save you.
We hard-headed sometimes.
Right.
But yeah, I've become a better man, so like that.
That is great. Do you often think of how your life would have been different had you chose another path?
Yeah. I could have easily, grown up in my environment, just
stay
easily got that put on.
Yeah.
Easy, and then my life would be totally different. If I didn't make certain decisions that I made growing up, and like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hang out with this crowd, and I never been a follower, like, ever. Like, I've always been a leader. confident in myself. Like always been a leader. I never followed nobody. So if I was doing something, it was by my choice. I never let nobody like push me into doing anything. That's out. Like
That's good.
nah. Yeah. Back in our little South days, I'm doing what I do. Whether it was dancing back then, dance for Tommy the Clown or whatever. Like I'm doing whatever. Yeah. I'm doing whatever I set my mind to.
What are a few lessons that you have learned?
Be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Treat others how you want to be treated. Like, and I always keep that in the back of my mind when I'm out on duty.
Yeah.
You want to treat others how you want to be treated, and you never know that contact that you have with that person, it may
shift their
change their mindset. Mm-hmm. So I always remember that, because everybody has different experiences when it comes to police. Everywhere, like various different departments, and I always keep that in mind. You want to treat people how you want to be treated. Always be respectful. Show love, guidance. Be a mentor. That would be the main thing. Just be a mentor. That's what I can think off the top of my head. You want to be a mentor. For sure.
Always. When you said treat others how you want to be treated, I used to work at an elementary school, and I taught kinder through second graders, and that was our golden rule. So every day I would ask them, what's our golden rule? And they would always respond, treat others how you want to be treated. Because I feel like that's just an important lesson in life. If you always keep that in the back of your head, your reactions with others are going to be way more genuine. And it's going to be, you're always going to get more positive than negative reactions, because it's like, okay, they're going to think, would I want to be treated this way? Would I want to be talked to this way? So let me go ahead and rechange my approach to anybody who I'm dealing with.
Exactly. And you building the babies right, and they're never gonna forget.
Oh yeah, I love my little babies.
Yep, and I still remember things that I was taught when we were younger. So
before entering, what were your hopes for your community, and what are your hopes now for your community?
I want to change the narrative of my community. That is my saying. Like,
ooh, say it again.
Huh?
I said, say it again, because that's our slogan.
Yeah, change the narrative of my community.
Love it.
There are not many black individuals who decide to join the force, and there's certain reasons and history of why that is so, but it's definitely a new day, and new opportunities present themselves, and that's why I took forth of, look, I already have established. I'm already kind of like an established person. People look at me or whatever, however way you want to put it. So I'm like, well, if I do it, it's gonna lead others to think, well, if he did it, then I can too. Like,
exactly.
That's how I like to put it. If I can do it, then you can do it. I'm the same person who grew up with y'all, and
exactly. Yeah.
I'm no different, and I'm a regular human being, and I decided to join the force and create a new identity for myself, a part of my other identities, and that's that. I changed the narrative for my community, and it's been working. Trust me. I have other players who I either played against in the Pac-12, other people who I grew up with, hit me every day like, hey bro, how's the process? I want to join the force. And
oh, that's beautiful.
a lot of times it was like, you get this like fear of people are gonna look at you different because you're a part of that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of well, me, I don't care. Like I'm gonna do me. Like
exactly.
I got to feel me. I can care less what somebody thinks, but
yeah.
that's the fear though. That's the fear that everyone else have. Like I don't really want to put it out there like that because
Right.
it's kind of frowned. It's frowned upon almost in the community.
In our community.
And the more of us that's on there, it won't be.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any advice or knowledge you would like to share in preparing and staying safe during this time?
Stay in the house. I would say stay in the house. I'm not in the house. I'm not going to front. Like, obviously, I'm out in the field and have to do my duty as a first responder. But in order to protect yourself, especially during this epidemic, you want to just make sure everything is clean. Wash your hands. Be mindful of like where you touch and you touching your face. Because this virus is very easily caught, but it's very easy to not get it. But it's true. Just like you just gotta be mindful of everything. So I'll just glove up, wear a mask.
Drink your orange juice, get some sun.
Yeah, drink your orange juice. Take vitamins. Like I'm making sure I stay up on my vitamins and work out. I see people. I see more people work out now than anything. People running up and down the street, at the parks, working out. I love it. It's a lifestyle, and I will hope because of this epidemic, more people are starting to train, and I would say working out helps you mentally.
It definitely does. It provides you a different level of perception.
Mm-hmm.
Of your surrounding and of your body in itself.
Yep. That's relief. Like, straight up. Like, I know when I don't get a chance to work out, I go crazy. I'm like, all right, like, I'm going to blow up. Like, just leave me alone. I need to go lift. Just leave me alone. Let me be real quick. And then we're good.
What is one message you would like to leave the people with?
Let's see. Show love. Mm-hmm. Don't be scared to show love. Like, support. So we need to support more of our own.
That's true.
Yeah, we need to support more of our own. Like you have your business, you have your magazine. I do my thing, and I would say like there's so many people who are blessed with different talents. And in this day and age, they're starting to show it more, whether it's because of social media or whatever. But I would say we need to support because people are starting to like grow and be more outgoing and show the type of skills that they have on the social medias and whatever. But that's what I'll say. Like support your people, like support your peers, because it'll go a long ways, and that's about like building them mentally and giving them the ability to trust themselves and really believe in themselves that they can go further in life and go to the next level.
That is very true. That's very true. Our purpose is to serve each other, not to serve ourselves. Exactly. So we just got to be willing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all the jealousy and all the everything, the hate and all of that, just leave it to the side.
It gotta go.
Just support your people. And that's what I'll say.
I love it. Thank you so much for this interview, man.
Thank you.